Hello everyone, thank you for coming here and watching my video. Today we're going to paint on this rock here, and I decided to paint my dog, my very first dog that I got with my husband right after we got married. So he was like our first child. His name was Sam. And Sam, he was a Jack Russell Terrier, so he was kind of crazy. And he was also a very good dog. We got very attached to him, and we had him for 13 years. Till old age took him from us. So here I was just trying to sketch out the general shapes of him on this rock. And I got it mostly done, and then I didn't like it, so I did erase it and start over, because sometimes you just got to do that. But eventually I got it. Back to talking a little bit about Sam. My husband and I picked him out. He was, of all the puppies that were there, he came right to us, and it was like he wanted to be taken home. Now right here, I missed the footage of me blocking in the colors because I have 3 children and they kept interrupting me while I was doing this because they had some Kool-Aid emergency, or I had to go settle the he's looking at me dispute. And then one of those times I came back from doing that and forgot to press record. So I am sorry that you had to miss that part. But here I'm just touching up and making the spots more of the right shape. Basically all I did was get color down for the first layer. I don't do a whole lot of detail right away. I just get the color down so that I can block it in. And there's those earthquakes again because I keep hitting the camera. I did like painting this rock because the further I got into it, the more he started to look like Sam. And Sam has been gone almost 2 years now. Well, a year and a half, so we miss him. I miss him. I still talk about him all the time. And so seeing him come to life on this rock, I liked that. And I specifically made this rock so it could sit on my desk and I could feel like I had Sam on my desk again. Because he, especially Sam in his old age, he just liked being in the room with you. He was happy if he was by you. And that was kind of a comfort because I have mostly stayed home with my children, so Sam was always here until the day that he wasn't, and it's a hard thing to adjust to that. So I tried to convince my husband to buy me one of those stuffed animals of him, but they're like $200, so convincing someone that it's worth it for a $200 stuffed animal is kind of hard. So that's why I need this rock, because I can't have a stuffed animal. So I'm just going in here, adding some fur texture using this angular brush and just putting some fur. I thought about whether I wanted to make Sam young or old on this rock, and I decided that I wanted him to be my old man Sam, because like I said, he was the calm one who just liked to be where you were and would lay down. And old man Sam always had a smile on his face. You know, he had his mouth just slightly open and looked like he was smiling all the time. So that's the Sam I wanted on my rock. So Old Man Sam has a lot more white and gray on his face than younger Sam did. When Sam was younger, he had the black and the white stripe down his face and the other black. There was no gray or white on the black parts. That all happened when he got older. Sam was always home when I brought each of my 3 kids home from the hospital after having them. And he always just sniffed them and then loved them. So I never had to worry about Sam with the kids. And then there was a period of time in my life where I was diagnosed with a neurological disorder that was threatening my eyesight. And the treatment for it was medication that made me really sick. And I had to take that for over a year. So I spent a lot of time sick on the couch because I didn't feel like I could do anything. And Sam was always right there, sitting next to me. And he never acted like he was bored or he had better things to do. He acted like he wanted to be there. So, like I said, I got really close to Sam. I was never really a dog person growing up, but then we had Sam, and I didn't understand that a dog really can be your best friend. It sounds like cliche and stuff, but it's true. Because dogs, they just love you. So cats are cool too, but they're a little bit snobby. They let you pet them, where dogs are like, please pet me. Anyway, I just put the shine on Sam's eyeballs, and I really liked when I did that. It was like, oh, he's coming together. Those are his eyes. I see him. I see my dog. We have a Jack Russell now. His name is Otis. He looks very much like Sam, except everywhere there's black, Otis is brown. Which I feel like is more common for a Jack Russell. I don't see the black and white ones very often. Adding some whiskers here. I always feel like the eyes and the whiskers make a big deal. A big difference of it looking more finished. Getting more of that gray-white hair for my old man. Sam started to get kidney failure in his old age. So we eventually had to make the decision to let him go because he was suffering. And it ended up being only 2 months after my dad passed away unexpectedly from a very short, quick illness. That was not COVID, but it took him anyway. So that day when we had to put Sam down in the vet's office, I was just bawling. And I told them, my dad died 2 months ago and this is hard. So that was not one of my favorite days, but I looked at Sam and I told him to go find my dad. So I hope he did. But now I have this reminder of Sam on my art desk, and I look at it every day, and I like it. So it's okay to love your dogs. It's okay to miss your dogs. It's okay. Don't feel like you're weird for that. I remember I used to always make excuses for Sam, or try to explain what Sam's good qualities, because he's a Jack Russell. He's very hyper, and sometimes he had some problems with people. Mostly he liked to bark, so when someone would come over he would just bark and bark, and it was annoying. But anyways, I remember trying to defend him and say all his good qualities, and my dad just said, it's okay that you love your dog, and it's okay if other people don't. You don't have to defend him. And I thought, that's right. It is okay. It's okay that I love my dog. So, my dad was this quiet person, and then once in a while he would just have the most wise thing to tell you. Sometimes it was wise. Sometimes it was like, what are you talking about? But my dad was awesome. Anyways, I've finished. That's what he looks like. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.